Hey everybody, welcome to the Player's Take, episode 165. I'm your host, Justin DeSimone, joined by my co-host, Montrell Rice. How you doing, man?
Man, look at that energy. Look at our energy as soon as we start recording. It's like two different people, man.
We're recording on Tuesday, so we're fresh, you know? The work week has yet to beat us down all the way.
I still fucking hate it.
I mean,
it's not good.
I'm saying that right now, and I feel like I've worked a whole week already in 2 days. So,
exactly.
you know.
I can't believe we did this for like a year and a half or like 2 years. I can't believe we recorded on Tuesdays. It's crazy.
Yeah. Dude, we did it for... We haven't been recording on Thursdays for a year, have we?
I think so. I think it's been a year.
God damn, time flies. Jesus. Yeah, I can't believe we did it on Tuesdays either. Thinking about it, like, what were we thinking? Like, why?
That's the only day that worked for us, I think, at the time.
Nah, man. I suggested it because I wanted to give myself time to edit the show, like, so I didn't have to be pressured to do it the same day we recorded. But then, like, ever since we started doing it the same day I need to edit it, like, I feel way better doing it that way. Doing it the other way, where we recorded on Tuesdays, totally sucked because I would just procrastinate and not want to do the editing for like 2 days.
So I thought we did it around the football schedule as well.
Oh, that was part of it, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I just said, fuck it, I don't care. Like,
yeah, because NFL's trash.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's get into it, Montrell. So, for those of you who haven't listened before, this is our weekly show where we talk about video games, video game news, and other topics pertaining to video games. We post at 6 a.m. Central Time on Fridays on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and your favorite podcast app of choice. And if you'd like to send us a question, you can do so on Twitter at The Player's Take, or you can send us an email to theplayerstake01@gmail.com. Montrell, let's start, like always, with what we've been playing. Do you want to go first this week?
You can go first.
Okay, fair enough, because I really have nothing to talk about. I'm playing the same shit. Lost Ark, Triangle Strategy, Fortnite, Horizon. I've not played enough to say much of anything more than I've said before. So I'm not going to wax poetic about it. Still enjoying all of those. They're all fun. And so, yeah, Montrell, what have you been playing?
I've been playing Fortnite as well. This game is really fun, even though we lose. It's not aggravating like fucking Apex
yeah,
or even PUBG. It's just fun. I was watching a video about like this dude who's been playing Halo for about 20 years or whatever. And he said he finally quit or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why he said he finally quit is because as much as like the balance, the maps are really, or the weapons are balanced, you know, the combat is really good in Halo Infinite and everything like that. Like the maps are very samey.
Yeah.
And he's right about that. There's not enough customization. Anyway, it's just a whole bunch of shit that made the game fun, like previous Halos. And I think, not tie this back around to Fortnite, is because I think people play Fortnite not because it's competitive, but because it's fucking fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we do dumb shit. We throw the keg down, we dance around the keg. Like, we don't even care who's watching us or whatever, you know. We just do dumb shit. We're driving around the fucking...
fun of me for crouching behind, like, cover and shit.
Exactly. We're driving around a fucking tank, like our drop
music, yeah. Well, and then like I'm playing with default skins and default emotes, and this is becoming a running gag in our friend group. You guys are trying to pressure me into buying skins or a battle pass, and I'm like taking the opposite tack. I'm saying no, fuck this shit. I'm gonna play with fucking Fortnite, the game, the ultimate skin game where you literally have Marvel characters and Master Chief and Kratos. I'm just going to play the game with default skins. And there was a game where I think I was the last one alive and I like killed the team and like, you know, I killed the last guy. He was like he was trying to fucking hide in a bush or whatever. And I headshot his ass with a revolver. And then I did the default fucking dance on him. It's just goofy, man. It's just goofy. We're just having fun. I think it's like we're not taking it super serious. We're not like try harding. We're not like super into winning that much, even though we are winning a pretty good amount. Like I don't know. It's just I'm just having a good time.
Yeah, I think that's what makes Fortnite fun and like games like it. Like I kind of hate the era of modern gaming right now because a lot of games just aren't fun. They try to be too serious on one side or too serious on the other side,
Hmm.
and it's just like, yo, like what happened to just games being fun? Which brings me to Stranger of Paradise. The game is just fun to play. Like it's frustrating as fuck to
Hmm.
play.
Yeah.
It's it's essentially Neo 3.
Yeah.
Um the story is nonsensical,
Hmm.
but it's just fun and it's hilarious the way they talk, how the
Yeah.
way Jack talks and everything like that. I think I finally figured out why I didn't finish Neo 2. And I am going to actually go back and finish Neo 2 now that I played Stranger in Paradise. Now I'm playing Stranger in Paradise because I figured out my issue. My issue is I try to min max while I'm doing the main missions. And for these type for Neo 2
Mm.
in this game, you don't min max until you get to like the hard difficulty or even like the chaos difficulty.
Yeah.
And I'm like trying to min max and try to get my combos down like while I'm
Hmm.
playing the game or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm having much success now just actually playing the game and like I figure out little combos here and there and
Yeah.
learn the combo system and everything like that. But I'm just having fun playing the game and progressing through the story. And then once I get to the end of the game or maybe beat the game and start doing the end game of it,
Hmm.
um I will start doing the min max so I can get to like I think the highest level you can go is like 300, two or
Hmm.
300. I can't remember
In
which one.
Stranger of Paradise or Neo?
Yeah, Stranger of Paradise.
Yeah, I don't know. Neo, it's really high actually. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, so that's my thing. I've heard a lot of criticism of Neo 2 and Neo and obviously Stranger of Paradise as well. With the people get really hung up on how much loot drops in the game. And
Hmm.
I understand like the OCD that some people have, which I mean I have too. But the thing is with these games, you just have to realize that most of the shit that drops is garbage. Like
Yes.
don't look through
Yes.
it. Like stop looking through it. You don't have to check the stats on every fucking item you pick up. Like literally look at the highest rarity shit and dismantle everything else. Like literally just do
No,
select all and fucking let it go. Like
he's 100% right, and I don't know if they have it in Neo. I think they still have a Neo 2.
yeah.
I don't know if they have a Neo 2, but in I can't remember honestly. But in Stranger in Paradise, they have a button where they literally put the most optimized gear on you for your class.
Oh, nice.
Uh,
Okay. I don't think Neo
so
has
you
that.
don't okay, yeah. So you don't have to go through all that.
But
So that's
it has like
actually
shortcuts for selecting all of a certain rarity. Like you can literally go into the menu and you have all you go to
mhm.
into the all items menu for all equipment, and then you just select the select all button and you deselect the highest rarity, and then everything else is selected and you just dismantle. Period. Done.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you're done. It's like it takes like 2 minutes. You know.
Yeah, and you can do that in Stranger in Paradise as well. All those mechanics, all those menu mechanics and quality of life changes carry over to Stranger in Paradise. And I realized it after I beat my second what do they call them? Well, it's like the second major boss in the game.
Yeah.
And after I beat the second major boss, I was like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna start like putting him in the max level gear and then dismantling everything else because I'm probably not gonna start needing stuff until maybe I get to the harder difficulty,
Yeah.
or maybe I get to even not even that, maybe the chaos difficulty. That's when I should start min
Hmm.
maxing. Um,
Yeah. Which is true.
so
That's also true in Neo 2 as well. Dude, you are cycling gear so much that the individual items that you pick up are not gonna you're not gonna keep them for very long. You're gonna keep them for a couple missions at most, for the most part. Unless
yeah,
you make something absolutely insane, it might last you a few missions more, but it's still not gonna last you that long. Eventually you're gonna outlevel
yep,
the gear so much that just putting on a shitty item is going to be better than what you're wearing, eventually, because the levels scale so fast in these games.
yeah,
So yeah,
and
I think people get too hung up on min maxing, and it's just not super necessary in your first playthrough.
yeah, and I think that comes from like the Dark Souls, right?
Yeah,
I watched a video on like why Dark Souls players hate, you know, Elden, or why Dark Souls players hate Neo and shit like that.
yeah,
And I think it's just bad habits that we brought over to Neo that you need to break. It is a loot based game, but it's also not a loot based game. Just play the fucking game, and then when you get to harder
yeah.
difficulties, just play the fucking game even
Well,
some more until you get to
it's
like
an
the chaos
action game.
difficulty.
The
Yeah.
mechanics, like, no offense to from, but for the most part, the mechanics are tighter than than
Oh,
the Souls
100%.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like it honestly is more of an action game where like you need to play it more like an action game. Neo and Neo 2. Your stats matter, your build matters, of course, but it's only to a degree for a while. If you're able to like dodge and actually like play the game properly, you will get through the game pretty easily
Yeah.
for the most part.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
So once I realized that I'm actually just about the game seemed a lot less stressful, and I think that's what Neo 2 overwhelmed me, because I was like, I gotta worry about all this stuff because they introduced these mechanics so early, and I think they should take a layered approach, almost like Xenoblade, where they
Mm,
introduce
mhm.
mechanics later,
Yeah.
like menu stuff later in the game or whatever,
Mhm.
to where you're like almost 50 hours to the game and they throw another new mechanic at you.
Mm, mhm.
I think Neo should take that approach, or Team Ninja in their future games. They're going to continue to make games like this. But yeah, I'm enjoying the game. I don't. Uh, I just love how like non-serious it is. It's serious. It takes itself serious, but it's it's not a serious
It's
thing at
hard
all.
to
Like,
take seriously though.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. So, I love it for that. I love the action. The action is really fucking dope.
Mhm.
I found out you can put two of the same classes on. I also found out that there are three tiers of classes, not just one tier. Like there are like so many different combinations of classes you can put on. Like because they have a base level, advanced level, and an expert level class,
Mm,
and so um,
yeah.
yeah, it's pretty good. That's it
Yeah,
for
I've
me
I've
though.
heard some of the classes, like there's like a thief class, assassin class,
Yep.
all my kind of shit, and dude, I'm ready. I'm so
Yeah,
excited
man.
to try it. So I'm looking forward to playing it. I just gotta like I kind of I'm in a like a weird bubble moment right now. I'm kind of not playing Horizon a lot, so I'm kind of mental blocking. Like I don't want to go to another game because I'm afraid I'm gonna leave Horizon behind and like forget about it.
Hmm.
So I kind of haven't played anything else this week. That's kind of why I haven't played anything. But I'm actually gonna have a 4-day weekend this weekend, so I'm hoping to have some real gaming time. So hopefully, either I push through Horizon or I pick something else up and play both. So that's kind of my
Yeah.
thought process. So
I think after this Stranger in Paradise, we're probably gonna put the PS5 down for a minute, and I gotta go through my game catalog of games that just came out for the Switch. So I think that's my next games, like Kirby,
mm,
some of the RPGs like Chrono Trigger or Chrono Cross rather that just came out, and everything of that nature. So I can't wait to jump on those games.
yeah, there's a lot of good stuff right now, man. A lot of good stuff to play right now. All right, well, Montrell, let's move on to the news. We have a few stories to get through this week. Some things that we have missed last week. So we're catching up a little bit on the news cycle. But first story. This did actually happen last week. So the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman, he has now acquired 96% of Japanese developer SNK. And this is the developer behind Fatal Fury, Metal Slug, the King of Fighters games. So this is a fairly storied developer. They have a long history. This is not a surprise. This is coming after he had acquired 51% of the company, which is a majority stake, of course, back in 2020. So this has been something that's been telegraphed for sure. It just did not get a lot of news run until now. And unfortunately, because of that, there was no real outcry, and this kind of just happened. So, I mean, Saudi Arabia is not exactly a nice nice nation. They are they're a place where women have to basically cover themselves all the time. Being gay is outlawed and literally can be punishable by death. So this is not a pleasant place to live. So this is not great news. I mean, we've talked about with Tencent and bringing up China's kind of insertion into the gaming industry throughout the life of this podcast. We felt compelled to kind of talk about this as well because this is in the same vein. So Montreal, any thoughts on this?
I think, I mean, I don't really have any thoughts on like him acquiring it because I don't know what he's going to do. Maybe he's going to let them do what they want to do, and he just acquires money in the background.
Yeah.
Or maybe he is a gamer himself. I don't really know too much about the guy, unfortunately.
I actually
Uh,
think he is.
okay, so I mean, I'm pretty sure if he is a gamer himself, he's familiar with how Japanese games tend to be more lenient on the women in the clothing department. So
Mhm.
I'm wondering he's going to kind of crack down on that, or just let the Japanese do what they want to do in that aspect. I don't really care about that type of thing. Either you like it, you don't. I mean, I don't mind it in my games, and then I don't hate it when it's not in my games.
Mhm.
Um, but I know there are a lot of people who are, really gun ho about that type of thing and censorship. So it's just interesting to see what he's going to do, or what he's going to allow the company to do, and what the company's going to where the company's going to go from here. Um, so yeah, that's all I got though for that.
Okay. Yeah, and one more piece of this might not be as widely known. I'm sure people remember this, but this is actually the guy who approved the plan to kill that journalist Jamal Khashoggi in 2018, the one who was actually killed in Saudi Arabia. So yeah, this is the
Oh
kind of person. This
yikes.
is the kind of person we're talking about here. This is not a good man.
Okay. Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
this is not the kind of person we want in gaming, investing in gaming. And yeah, so really just figured we'd bring it to people's attention. Unfortunately, it's too late now to do anything about it. But I think this is the kind of thing like we need to be more aware of this stuff. I think this is why we talk about Tencent on this show all the time. Because where your money comes from does matter at a point. There is a point where it starts to matter. And I feel like this is a point where this definitely matters. This isn't great. Because yeah, every SNK game you buy now, that money is going to this guy. so yeah, is what it is. All right, let's move on. Some lighter news, some better news. Capcom announced a couple weeks ago, actually, that they are raising their Japanese staff's salaries by 30% across the board. And this has already gone into effect. It was on April 1st that they did this. They announced they were doing this. And this was their quote, driven by its philosophy of being a creator of entertainment culture that stimulates your senses, Capcom will work to address the issues facing our society while aiming to improve its corporate value and establishing a relationship of trust with employees and stakeholders, end quote. So this is good news. Obviously, increasing wages, is great for employees. 30% is fucking huge, of course, as well. Most raises in corporate situations are sub 5% on a yearly basis. So this is a very, very steep raise. Good for their employees. But Montreal, any thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's really good for the Japanese employees, because I heard their cost of living in Japan is just fucking insane right now.
Mm-hmm.
I know our cost of living has went up, but I think theirs has been going up with inflation and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really good that Capcom's obviously doing well. I mean, they've been making the right moves. I don't even know. I think they have a mobile division that's doing really well. Kind of carrying the torch for
I think they
that.
do
Now, of
actually. Yeah,
course,
I think you're
yeah.
right.
Okay, yeah. I mean, obviously, they haven't really missed yet.
Yeah.
As far as like since the revitalization of the company, how they kind of did a complete 180 from where they were doing for their Western push, and they just stuck to what they know. I think that was like in what 2014, maybe 2015.
Yeah, it's been the
They have
last
it
5, 6, 7 years.
5, 6 years. Okay, 7 years. Yeah, and they haven't really missed. I mean, they had Resident Evil 7, Devil May Cry 6, even to some extent the Devil May Cry definitive edition kind of started that wave when they fixed a lot of stuff that the community had with that game.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the fighting games and everything. One
Monster
thing I
Hunter,
do hope
of
that
course.
Monster Hunter, obviously both Monster Hunters in their break into the PC world from Monster Hunter,
Yep.
which is doing exceptionally well. So one thing I hope they do go through, or hope they do, is make their fighting games free to play. Now I know this is like a hot button topic. I used to be in the fighting game community. I still do like fighting games.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, the reason I'm not into fighting games is because I don't think the price justifies me putting that in a time investment. I spend $60 on base Street Fighter 5 or whatever, right? Say if I do that, I haven't bought Street Fighter 5, but
Mm-hmm.
then there's a arcade edition, season 2, season 3, $30 here, $30 there. Whereas I like the Killer Instinct, the remake on Killer Instinct for the Xbox,
Mm-hmm.
where they did that. I thought that the way they handled that model to free to play, you can buy the characters or you can play and you earn credits to buy the characters. You can buy skins for the characters and everything like that. And when you download the game, they give you one character for free. And I thought that was way better than uh spending $60 for the game, getting 10 characters or whatever. I didn't have to pay for the levels or anything like that. I didn't have to pay for any of that shit. I wasn't cut out of content. Every time a new season dropped, I can still instantly jump in with the character I bought from season 2 or 1 and still go in, have fun and everything like that. Too bad that game kind of died. But
Well, they killed it
did it.
immediately because, to your point, like it's a game that came out with no content. Like it didn't have a single player, right? When it first came out, Street Fighter 5, and all it had was
Yeah,
multiplayer. So they were charging $60, like a premium price for a game that basically wasn't finished, and then they charged more money additionally on top of that down the road. Like I think if they had made it a platform, like you're saying, I think people would have been more open to it. I know this is like a controversial topic in the FGC right now, so I'm not gonna stick my head too far in it, but I can see the argument for free to play for sure. Street Fighter 5 being a prime example of it being done poorly, keeping it premium.
Yeah, and I hope that's my hope. I hope that they do this because they set the standard, right? I think Killer Instinct tried to set the standard, and it was very popular, but it was locked on Xbox and then later on PC. And I think if Killer Instinct didn't lock themselves to Xbox and PC, and it was on PlayStation, I think the game still would have been really popular to this day because a lot of the FGC are Sony fanboys. They don't. They can deny all they want to. They are. I've been in the FGC for a while. They are gun ho. Like the only reason they played on the Xbox 360 when like Marvel 3 was out, or Marvel's Capcom 3 was out, was because it played better on the 360. If it played just as well on the PlayStation 3, they would be on PlayStation 3. So yeah. Anyway, that's besides the point. I feel like they would have had like Capcom would have had legitimate competition, and it would have been a threat to their king of being FGC. But I'm hoping Street Fighter 6 is free to play. I mean, that's a pipe dream, I know, but I really am because I don't feel like buying. I know the character who's probably going to be free is probably Ryu, and that's one of my favorite characters. And I don't feel like buying fighter packs all the time. I don't feel like buying season passes. I don't feel like buying, this new season, this new season. I just want to jump in and play. And I'm hoping like maybe Tekken or somebody will kind of just like take that mantle and be like, yo, all right, fuck Street Fighter. We're just gonna go free to play because I think they will get so many more players if they just go to free to play, and they can support that model.
Yeah, fair enough. So on the wage raising front, I actually think this this is interesting. We're seeing a trend across the industry of companies investing in their staff like really heavily, trying to retain talent. This talent drought that has taken the industry recently in the last 6 months to a year is like it's really becoming severe. And it's interesting to see it in this industry because it makes sense that this finally happened. Because it is so specialized. Being a game developer is such a specialized field, requires such specialized skills and knowledge, and whatnot that like and in the state of the industry, the crunch that's always been being reported on, the harassment and shit like that at like places like Activision Blizzard and stuff like that, the kind of like frat boy culture that a lot of these companies have, like it's just been driving people away for 2 decades, 3 decades probably even, to the point that it's not glamorous to work in the industry anymore. So people aren't like actively going for it. Like me and you are good examples, right? Like dude, I don't like, I would love to work in games, but at the same time, knowing how the industry is, I don't really want to work in games. It doesn't fit who I am, you know. I'm not going to spend 80 hours working at my job. I'm just fucking not doing that, you know? Like I just no
Yeah.
job is worth that level of commitment unless it's your own endeavor, you know. That's the only time I really think that's a justified level of work. So I think all those factors have just created this culture or situation, really, this like perfect storm where I think people are leaving the industry in droves and they're just going to more regular corporate America and fucking thriving, you know. And they're just leaving the video game industry behind, and the industry is just killed. They're killing their own workforce. So I think right now in games in particular, the workers have power, and you're seeing this everywhere. And companies are just being forced to, or not even being forced to, they're recognizing that fact and they're investing in their people to keep them happy and keep them, you know, keep them on the payroll, you know. But it is interesting though. I will say too, this seems like a larger trend even outside of games. I feel like workers in general have power more than they've had in a long time, you know. I mean, you're seeing this across like, you know, fast food chains where workers are just leaving, quitting. There's strikes happening all over the place. We're just seeing a lot of movement right now, and I mean, I even say personally right now, I feel very empowered. Like I feel valuable to my company, and they are like almost forced to recognize that fact, you know. So I don't know how you feel about it right now. Like, I don't know if you're feeling the same kind of thing, but
It's like a yes and no. I feel like people know how to negotiate now, and they know their worth
yeah,
as far as workers. I actually feel like as far as our jobs and tech industry and stuff like that, we're more empowered. People understand that they have to treat us nicer and everything like that. I have noticed that people have been treating me nicer. Um, and even like one of my last jobs, I was only there for 7 months. And like me being at a job for 7 months is insane because I usually stick it out, even if I hate the job.
hmm,
But I left at 7 months. In my, in my new company that I'm working with, they wanted me and they they took me and everything like that. And I feel like the last job really didn't value me because they're and a lot of companies are like this. They're still stuck in that old way mentality, and um, I think a lot of people are getting burned for that. I think that's why you've seen a lot of CEOs dropping out. A lot of heads are changing because they need a new mindset of thinking. They need to think like the current wave. It wasn't called the Great Resignation for anything, and I
yeah,
think that applies to video games as well. Um, the We saw the pendulum swing to the back to the left when it was all the way right, when we had all these states go right to work instead of unionized, because when the pigeon was all the way on the left for the unions, they were gouging people. But now we wanted to get away from unions, and now they're gouging people, and now the workers really just like, I know my worth, I know how to negotiate. And I think a lot of these game companies are doing that as well.
hmm,
You got a lot of people who are leaving these game companies and just starting fucking their own company.
indies, yeah,
Like whether they succeed or fail, they're starting their own company, whether it's a middleware company, an indie company, or another AAA studio. I mean, look at fucking Bungie. They left Microsoft. This is before the Great Resignation, but then now they have so much clout where they can go anywhere the fuck they want to go. I know they're with Sony right now, but Sony has to do stuff to keep them. Like a lot of these people, and I
well,
think
they
that's
invested
also.
$1 billion in the workforce, you know, just to keep
Yeah,
the workforce
exactly.
on staff, you know.
And I see a lot of people complaining about like Xbox and their studios, and even we did some complaining as well. I think Xbox is allowing people. The reason why we're not seeing games come out is because they rush these people. These people are like, "Fuck you, I'm gone. I'm going for another company.
Mhm.
Like, I don't need this shit."
Well, they've been through that phase. Microsoft's been through that phase, right? They literally
Yeah,
lost Bungie. Like Bungie left because they didn't want to be under Microsoft anymore because Microsoft was so controlling and demanding, you know? Like they wouldn't
yep.
let them just chill and do what they wanted to fucking do. You know, so they fucking left. And here we are. Now Sony owns them. It's like but the thing is like, so I think Microsoft is recognizing their own history with the way they're treating their studios, maybe to their detriment. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I understand it because there is a point. Like, I think it's just like studios and developers. Like, yeah, you might own me, but dude, like, I'm still, you're still a
Well,
creative at the end of the day, right? Right? You want to be
yeah.
fulfilled in what you're doing.
Exactly, and I think we're starting to see the clash between corporal and creatives like come to a whole clash, and we're seeing the war in video games happen. And I'm seeing articles on both sides from the video game journalists who are kind of supporting both sides of the argument. You know how my stance. I'm always on the side of the developers. I'm always on the side of the workers, regardless of what corporations say. And I understand the developers have to make certain moves because this is what corporate wants and everything like that. But at the same time, I'm always on the side of consumers as well because we ultimately pay for these devices or these devices, these games, these products, this piece of art.
Mhm.
And I think one of the greatest examples of I don't even know if it's an example. It's just a weird dichotomy. It's CD Project Red, seeing how they developed as a studio and
Mhm.
how are they were gamers first, like a gamer studio first, right? And then it kind of had the
Yeah.
sheep over wolf clothing. That's how you say it. I don't know.
The
Uh,
wolf and sheep, they were wolf in sheep's clothing.
yeah, there you go. Wolf and sheep clothing. Because when Cyberpunk dropped, we were like, "What the fuck?" You know?
Well, their leadership, yeah. So they're actually a great example, right? Because
Mhm.
when they were like an indie AAA darling, right? Like they could do no wrong. Witcher 3 was a huge hit. Everybody loved them. Witcher's 1 and 2, they weren't incredible games, but they were well made and they were beloved, right? And
Yep.
then they started The Witcher 3 though was so successful that I think leadership started seeing dollar signs in a way that it kind of corrupted what they were, like what their goals were. And that's what happened with Cyberpunk, dude. Like, and now here we are. They started treating their workers like shit as well, and they've lost a lot of their workforce now too. Like the CD Projekt is not the same studio they were back when they made The Witcher, Witcher 3. So there are
It-
repercussions to this stuff.
yeah, and another good example of that is Rockstar. It
Mm-hmm.
was a very interesting conversation about Rockstar, and it was some good angles that people were taking. One person was like, "Man, I can't believe Rockstar gave us all these gems and everything like that." And then another person was like, "Yeah, but we haven't had a gym in like 7 years, bro. Like, come
Yeah.
on, like."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Well, what about Red Dead Redemption? Blah blah blah, all this other stuff like that." And I said, Rockstar isn't the same company that made those games. He made an excellent point. He's like, "Hey, well, these developers that were 21 that made these games, they say they were 21 when they made GTA 3. Like they're like 42 or 43 now, bro." And I'm like, wow, you're making a good point. They probably retired. It's a Rockstar, whether we like it or not, it's an entirely new company. So sometimes the company just becomes corporate because fresh new blood is in there, and then it just slowly gets taken up by like the publisher.
Yeah.
There's no like grandpa or dad to kind of fight off, these corporals and stuff like that. And once they have their clout and once they leave, like I think once Vincent Pella leaves, like Respawn, like that's going to be a totally different fucking team. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, because he has so much clout that no one can touch him. No one goes against his
Yeah.
word. You
Well,
know
he
what I'm
kind of
saying?
already has left Respawn though, if you think about it. Like his day to
Oh
day,
yeah,
I don't even really think he does anything with Respawn anymore. Like he's over Dice now with Battlefield, and they opened that new studio in California that he's over as
yeah,
well. So
yeah,
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think, but the thing is like he's still in the company. So your point makes like still works because like he's not gonna allow Respawn to get fucking killed. Like that's
yeah,
his baby, right? He made that studio.
yeah.
So
And I think the same goes for like Xbox, right? I'm really interested to see the Xbox arc once Phil Spencer leaves. And Phil Spencer is one of those examples of if you have a CEO of a company who worked in the trenches, then he becomes the CEO. He knows how that company works from the ground level. That's like if someone was a bagger at Kroger's and then they become the CEO of Kroger's.
mm,
They understand
the
from
whole
the
the whole
point
chain, right?
the whole chain, and
Yeah,
they know how everything works and how to treat people at different levels and customer reactions and everything like that. And I think he's a primary example of like workers' rights. And if you treat a worker right and you just let them progress in your company, that payout is crazy
yeah.
good. Um,
So I'm gonna speak from experience here because I'm kind of that person at my current company. Like
yeah,
I went from a warehouse to like I'm a manager of a IT support team, you know. So like
Yeah.
I've gone through the ladder with the company, and my perspective is super valuable. And I think you're Phil Spencer even more so, right? With Microsoft
Hmm.
is like that perspective is almost priceless, because it's so hard to actually nurture that to the point where you get a person that grows in that way, you know.
Yep.
You can't buy that, you can't bring it in. There's no amount of money that will make that kind of worker for you, you know. Like that perspective is
Exactly.
just so valuable. So I think it's yeah, I mean it's an interesting thing. That's why Xbox is where they are right now, I think. Is because of his perspective, you know. So if he does leave, I mean, yeah, you're going to see a vastly different company, you know. Things will change, the goals will change, you will see different messaging as well. I mean, all that stuff's going to change if, you know, whenever leadership does change. Now, I don't think Phil Spencer's going anywhere anytime soon with
Yeah, yeah.
Xbox,
We're just saying the
but
future,
you
it's
can
going to
see
be
it. What,
interesting.
like
Yeah.
if you look at Sony, right? Leadership did change at Sony in the middle of the PS4 generation, right? Like
Yeah.
Sean Layden was gone, Jack Tretton was gone, like those guys are gone, and then you had Jim Ryan come in, and Herman Holst, you know, took over, and then Shuhei Yoshida kind of got put in a closet. Like a lot of the guys that, well, I mean, no, really though, like a lot of the guys that I attribute Sony's reemergence out of the PS3 generation into the PS4, a lot of the people that I credit with that success left in the middle of the poor PS4 generation. There was a humongous power struggle within Sony, and we have the leadership we have now as a result of that. And as we've talked about on the show many times, their messaging has changed. Their approach to their customers has changed. Their approach towards their business has changed, and it's not all good, you know.
Yeah.
So you see these
So,
things.
but
So
was Jim Ryan ever a developer?
No, he's a businessman through and through, but he has been at Sony for a long time. So,
Okay. Okay.
he's not
Because
some like CEO that just came in from another company, you know.
gotcha. Because I know, I mean, but he was still like a suit, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah.
because Sean
Yeah.
Layton, he was a developer at one point, and he kind
Yes.
of rose to the
No, he
ranks of
knows,
Sony.
dude.
Yeah.
He knows games.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Sean Layden's legit.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it'll be interesting to see, you know, the rise of the workers and everything like that. And I want to say, like, the reason probably we don't really know. Capcom's really tight-lipped about how they do things, but I know some people did rise from like developers up into the ranks of like, corporal, executives and stuff like that. And I think that's why, that's changing because
Yep.
either people were just leaving or they were actually listening to their leadership of the teams, and they're like, "Yo, we need to do this. We can't make a Call of Duty, but we can make a good fucking Devil May Cry game. We can do that, and we can
Hmm.
sell that. We can make a good Resident Evil game, and we can sell that game. Just let us do what we do." Um, and I'm just glad, like, their work is paying off. Like, they're
Yeah.
making all these profits, and they're getting that 30%. So that's
Hmm.
cool.
That is good. That is good. All right, let's move on. We got another good story, but a little bit of bitter here as well. So Activision Blizzard announced last week as well that they are converting over 1,000 QA workers across the entire company to full-time positions from contractors, and they are also increasing pay to a minimum of at least $20 per hour for these individuals. Now, this does not affect the QA staff at Raven Software because Activision Blizzard said that, you know, they're citing the law here, given that there is a current attempt to form a union within Raven. They cannot, by law, actually give this kind of benefit to the workers at that studio. So that was their reasoning for that there, but unfortunately Raven is not included. So even whether the union is successful or not, I will be interested to see if Activision Blizzard goes back and makes them full time. You know, after everything is passed, and but like, you know, they can now do it whatever the time window is for that. We'll be interested to see that. I will say the $20 per hour minimum is, dude, that is low pay. The idea that somebody's working in the video game industry in any capacity and making $20 an hour, like regardless of where you are in the country or even globally, like man, that's low. Like that is legitimately in a lot of most places that video game companies exist today, that is not a livable wage, like $20 per hour. Like you cannot live in California making $20 an hour and live in your own apartment. Like that is impossible. You will have roommates. There's just no way. So I was a little disappointed to see that number. Like that's low. That's only like when you extrapolate the money out, that's only like 40,000 a year roughly.
Yep.
So that's not
And
a
a lot
lot.
of those QAs are in California, so that's
Mm-hmm.
definitely not a lot to survive on out there.
Yeah, yeah. So it is nice that they're being made full time, though, that they get access to bonuses and full benefits. But hopefully there's a little bit more compensation coming their way in the future. But Montrell, any other thoughts on this story?
No, I just really hate Activision. I'm
Yeah, the
glad they're
fact that it
making.
took all this, man, for this to happen, there's been so much reporting on the way they treat their QA staff, and their contractors specifically over the years. Jason Schreier, I feel like, has written like 4 different stories on like Activision, Call of Duty QA staff mistreatment over the years. So this feels long overdue.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They're only doing this because of the law, like in my opinion, and
Yeah.
in their the bad publicity they have over the last couple of years. So
Mm-hmm.
I won't give any credit to Activision until they actually make changes, like full changes. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll see though.
Yep. We'll see. All right, let's move on. Next story. Ubisoft. Man, they're pulling their old tricks. They announced that they are ending development on Ghost Recon Breakpoint. No more updates will be coming, and the NFT project that they were doing, the what were they called? The digits will be no long. There will not be releasing any more of those for this game going forward. So yeah, so this one, man, this one obviously is bad. And this we talked about this back when they first announced the digits thing or whatever back in what was it, January or December? I don't remember how long ago it was now. But yeah, video game companies in the time since, because I kind of played devil's advocate at the time to this and tried to make the case that there were some possible positives to this, and video game companies in the time since have proven that there is no way in absolute hell that any company out there is going to make this a positive thing within the video game industry. I have no confidence in any of them. This is literally a scam to make money. There's no other way to put it. And honestly, like all the vitriol around it, it is annoying because you can't really have a real conversation about it. But I get it. Like at this point, like there's just no way you can talk about this without acknowledging the fact that these companies are fucking shit. Like this is bullshit for the people that bought those NFTs, even though they probably shouldn't have. Like I could have told you that from the jump. You shouldn't have put money into this. They're worth shit. They're gonna be worth shit now. Like nothing. Like they're gonna completely crater in value. So I don't know.
I don't. There should be a study on stuff like this. Like when people buy into stuff, that's obviously a bad idea. Like I don't know. It's just really weird. I was okay with it. I actually hated it because I hate NFTs. I know what they're about, and I kind of knew this was going to happen after that huge NFT documentary came out about NFTs and how they started and everything that I said to you. That was like,
Yeah.
I think it was like 8 hours long or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Or maybe 2 hours longer. I don't know. I know it was really long.
Mm-hmm.
But I watched the entire thing like over the course of like 3 days. And I was just like, I came out of it like, and even with my knowledge of crypto, I was like, man, I can't really justify NFTs to anybody. Like, I can't
Yeah.
justify buying a JPEG, you
Yeah.
know. And I understood your point, about almost like having a Steam market. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, you can have a Steam market, you can sell what you own, or when you buy a skin that's worth some money, you can sell that skin later on, how they do in Dota, because Dota essentially has NFTs, but within its own with its own stratosphere and its own
Mm-hmm.
environment.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool because if you like, man, I'm never gonna play Dota again. At least I can make some money off. I can make $300 or $400 off my Dota skins and just
Yeah.
sell all my Dota skins on the market.
Yeah.
And I thought that was cool what you were saying about NFTs, but I knew personally this wasn't what that's not what was gonna happen. It was there wasn't gonna be any kind of like, power in the consumer in this one. And this proved that I actually sold my stock in the in the blockchain they were using. As soon as that documentary came out, I was like, yeah, I'm selling my stock. And I sold my crypto that that was using that blockchain, and then it paid off for me big time. But yeah, I don't know. I'm glad they're stopping support of it. Hopefully other companies, because my biggest worry was this shit blows the fuck up, and now we see NFTs fucking everywhere, and I can't
which is fair.
Yeah,
which is fair. We don't need new types of microtransactions, man. We got enough of them already.
Exactly.
And I mean, these companies, dude, like Ubisoft spent the last 3 months just gaslighting people, saying that, oh, you don't understand, you don't get it, you don't get how you can benefit from NFTs. It's like, dude, like the way you're implementing this, nobody but you benefits from NFTs. Like stop fucking lying to people. Like you're so full of shit with this. It's ridiculous. So I don't know. Like honestly, I think this is just unfortunately NFTs are poisoned. The well is poisoned. Fuck it. Let's all move on. Like I don't think there's going to be an application of this technology that is ever going to actually be useful to anyone in any context. Like I just can't see it anymore. At this point, like it's just it is what it is, like companies have ruined this, scammers have ruined this, outside of gaming have fucking ruined this shit. Like it is bad, dude, to the point that, to me, honestly, this stuff is so shitty that it is like poison the well on crypto for me as well. Like I don't fucking like, I still have crypto investments, but I'm waiting for the moment that they shoot up again so I can sell, because I want to get out. Like I'm done with crypto as well. Like I don't think it's a scam necessarily. However, there does feel like there is a scheme with it as well, where there's a group of people who are at the top who benefit a lot, whereas everyone else is kind of in a frenzy at the bottom, and it's just, we're just eating each other, so
yeah, exactly. And yeah, you're right. I think even like crypto at this point is just so, it's poison, man. Like it was a good thing at first, and we're actually seeing the benefits of it, and like the Ukraine and Russia situation and everything of that nature, on both sides. But that's only certain like cryptocurrencies. You have to really do your research for cryptocurrency to see what's going on. And I just don't think the environment and video games are ready for NFTs. I don't think they'll ever be ready for NFTs, because if we just can't trust the companies, imagine fucking EA with NFTs. I don't even want to fucking imagine that shit. So
I
let's
mean,
just move on
dude,
to the
they
next
don't need
topic.
NFTs, bro. They got MUT packs. They got those Madden Ultimate Team packs, baby. They got
Bro,
FIFA
imagine
Ultimate Team packs.
NFTs for Madden. It would never end, bro.
Oh my god, you get your Odell Beckham NFT,
your level 99 Odell Beckham Star Platinum card, like,
yeah.
Or imagine 2K with NFTs, like your hairstyle. You can sell your hairstyle or your
jersey.
tattoo.
You can get like a signed jersey that's an NFT,
from
from like Jordan
God.
or something.
Don't give them ideas. Oh my fucking god! It has like a digital signature from Jordan.
Yeah,
oh
bro. Like he wrote
god.
his signature, and they digitized it. Yeah, yeah, man.
Yeah,
I can see it.
Man.
It's garbage. God, dude. Yeah, let's shut up. Like let's stop. Let's stop. We're gonna give him
stop putting this energy in the air. We gotta stop.
Put this energy in. Let's put a different kind of energy in the air, Montrell. One of chaos. Here we go. Oh yes, the main story of the week, and I'm sure this is the one you've all been waiting for. Kingdom Hearts 4 was announced this weekend. Here we go. Daddy Nomura has come, and he has rained upon us a new trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4. Sora looks like a man now. He ditched the goofy shoes. They're dead. He's a normie. He's living in the real world, baby, but he's still fighting Heartless.
Oh my god, bro. The fucking theories on why Nomura did what he did, and it's like big brain theories,
Bro,
right?
I hate Kingdom Hearts.
It's like big brain theories, and you're just like, bro,
No,
Nomura's
I'm
not
just
that
done.
smart. I mean,
I'm sorry. Like everything you're talking about right now makes me want to die. Like I'm sorry. Like you guys give Nomura Tetsuya Nomura way too much credit, okay? Like you are giving him way too much credit. This guy is making this shit up on the fly. Kingdom Hearts 3 convinced me of that fact. It is a fact, okay? He is making this shit up on the fly. There's no plan. This isn't planned out. This ain't like Game of Thrones. This isn't like a Song of Ice and Fire, okay? Like this shit is not mapped out in any way. He is making this shit up as he goes, and you're all lapping it up like fucking stooges, okay? Like stop it.
you've been waiting for this, huh? You've been waiting for this. I can tell you've been waiting for this.
This is coming. This is coming. Dude, I haven't even thought about anything I just said. I'm just talking from the heart right now. Okay. This is how I feel. This guy is a fucking grifter. Okay. Straight up. He's got you. He's got you all. You're all eating it up. Okay. Like, fuck this shit, man. Like, I'm sorry. I'm going to play the game too. I'm going to play it. It could be good. It could be amazing. It could also be fucking horrible. Like, there's no question about it. All this little shit you guys are looking for, I'm sorry. Like, I just like enough. I don't want to hear about it anymore. Okay, like I don't want to hear about it. Like this shit.
You know what, bro? I stopped. I stopped giving a fuck about like I am with you. I'm 100% with you. Like I legitimately think he made this shit up. Like Kingdom Hearts 3, someone in Square was like, "Hey, remember Kingdom Hearts?" He's like, "Oh fuck yeah, I forgot about Kingdom Hearts." And then he just made it up as he went, bro. Like
Yeah.
and then so this is how I know I grew. Because you remember, like, we did a 3-hour podcast on Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh yeah.
3 fucking hour podcast on this shit.
Oh yeah.
And this is how I knew I grew as a person. Someone tried to engage me in the argument.
Yeah.
They tried it. They baited the fuck out of me too. Ooh, it was good bait. Ooh,
Yeah.
They don't follow me like that, but I knew they were trying to bait me.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, I was like, yeah, I think the combat. I think the combat is one of the best combats in the game. After post remind or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, but the story is still lacking. He didn't fix none of the 7 or 6 or 7 worlds in Disney. They had no purpose. And then the guy says to me, I think Remind fixed everything. And you know what? I said, you know what, bro? I hope you enjoyed the game. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And I closed the argument and I walked away. I felt so proud of myself because like 3 years ago, that Montrell would have been going ham, going off.
You would have had a 20 tweet thread in response. Like, yeah.
I would have made like a video response.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck do you justify this game? And you know what? I it was a little bit of my old self in one of these tweets.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why, first of all, let me start with the Kingdom Hearts 4. It looks like the graphics looks fantastic. Yeah. I don't know if these are real graphics though. My thing is, I think this is all pre-rendered cutscene bullshit. I don't think none of that shit was real gameplay.
Yeah,
people could try to say it's gameplay. I don't think it's none.
It doesn't matter. It could be a vertical slice that they made look this good. Like it does. Like
yes,
stop taking this shit at face value, guys. Like they're literally saying this game is in early development. He said don't expect information on this game for a long time. Like.
Yes.
Yeah.
If anything that showed me about gameplay, I don't trust any gameplay now. Like it's insane. And I'm sorry, DJ, but it's Cyberpunk's fault. Like I don't trust any gameplay I see at all. You can show me our gameplay. I'm not going to trust it to the game release now. I'm not, bro. Sorry. I just can't do it anymore. And when I saw that, like, yeah, it probably was a vertical slice. When I saw that, I was like, this is not gameplay. This is pre-rendered bullshit. Like this is what it is, and they just put the little fucking UI there. I was like, hey guys, look, this is gameplay. No, it's not. I don't care about the story anymore. I think Kingdom Hearts 3 is the Game of Thrones of like Square, right?
Yeah.
I think what they the fact that the Square or the Kingdom Hearts fans aren't as mad as me and you, I feel like we were fucking bamboozled, hoodwinked.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys should be insulted the way they ended Kingdom Hearts 3. Like you should be told the fact that they ended the game and answered questions with even more questions. Why is Sora going to another world, bro? Why can't we just get DLC for the fucking game?
They ended a trilogy by like it doesn't even have a definitive end. Like by teasing more games. This is my point about being a grift job. They announced another game alongside this. Like there's another game coming, another side game that we're all gonna have to play to keep up with this story. Like it's fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. It's all bullshit. Okay? Stop it. Stop buying all this shit. Don't buy the fucking music game on Switch. Stop it. Just fucking stop.
Well,
like Chain of Memories was bullshit. Kingdom Hearts 2 was bullshit. You all remember that. There was no context for the beginning of that game. None. And they released it in another game three fucking years later. Like, we should all understand this by now. Like, he's shown us his hand a long time ago. Like, I don't give a shit. Fuck.
Well, you know what? I'm glad he took over Final Fantasy VII, right? Because maybe that fan base is more smarter than the Kingdom Hearts fan base. If he does this shit with Final Fantasy VII, people will call him out on it.
Bro.
Or maybe not.
He's going to do it. He's going to do it, man. I'm telling you, bro. Dude, I am telling you. Do you really think at the end of Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 that he's going to end it there? And that's going to be the end of it? You really think that?
No. Bro, the timeline shit that he did with Zach,
it's over. Dude, it's over. There's so many possibilities. There's so many possibilities. They can make a new Crisis Core with this. Like, they can do all sorts of shit with this fucking new series. Like, dude, he is the ultimate businessman. Like, I'm telling you, like this is like
he disguised it as art. And that's the biggest grip.
He disguises it as art. It's bullshit. It's total fucking bullshit. And fuck, I'm so annoyed at how amped everybody gets. How fucking amped they all get. Like, he's got you all wrapped around his finger. Like, so hard. Oh, man.
Like, I enjoy engaging in the conversation, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I enjoy it. It's stupid, mindless fun. But I know at the back of my head, this is bullshit. Like, I don't care if Sora's the master of masters. Like, I just don't fucking care anymore.
Like, is that even that big of a reveal anymore? Like, who fucking cares?
It's the other guy. What's his name? The water. I think his name Demix.
Demix.
The guy that Demix. It's Demix. Like, everyone proved that it's Demix. Yeah. Like, and Demix is the most worthless character in the fucking game.
He's never done anything in any of the games. Or Braig, even. Like, fucking the dude with the double crossbows or whatever the fuck he does. Like that dude's the same way. Like, he's also involved too. And it's like he's like still alive at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3 in the end credits. And he was like manipulating Xehanort the whole time. Like, what are you talking about? Like what? This guy was like a low-level henchman in fucking Birth by Sleep, you know? And this dude is like 5-braining like Xehanort. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Like there's like layers upon layer. Oh, every character is like fucking not what they seem. Like at some point.
And then we're supposed to be done with the Sora arc, right? And we're playing the Sora again, bro.
Fuck off, dude. Like, God, man.
Don't care.
I can't feign excitement about this. I'm sorry. I just cannot.
I saw it, bro. Oh my God. When they announced Kingdom Hearts 4, it was the most low I've ever been for Kingdom Hearts. Like, you remember when they did Kingdom Hearts 3? We were like, oh my fucking God, Justin. They just fucking announced Kingdom Hearts. We got a fucking release date, like official release date. It's coming, bro.
Real.
It's coming. It's
real.
We
waited 13 years for it, man.
And then Kingdom Hearts 4 is announced, and we're just like, and you know what? I'm going to chop it up to this. Maybe because I'm old. Yeah. I'm 33 now. Mm-hmm. I'm not 27. Maybe a 27-year-old, they probably like, yo, man, Kingdom Hearts is back, bro. Kingdom Hearts 4. And you know what? I can understand that. even if you're like 24, 25, you know, you play the game when you're like 9 or some shit like that, right? It's like, holy shit, like, you know, they're releasing the 4th one. So you haven't been around what we've been around. I mean, maybe you have actually, but you weren't like, you know, I don't know how to explain it for like younger people or whatever. But like, you know, I've never been so fuck it. I just never been disenchanted with the fucking announcement in my entire life. You know what I thought the announcement was? Because they put it in my group chat. I thought it was for like the little cell phone game, right? The Union Cross. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay, they're just doing that, whatever. And then someone was like, oh no, Montrell, they actually announced Kingdom Hearts 4. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah. And I looked at it and
you couldn't even believe it was this soon, right?
Exactly.
That they didn't make like 30 side games between 3 and 4.
Yes, you know who I want to take over Kingdom Hearts? This would probably never happen. Yoshi P. I want him to take over.
I would be interested to see what that would look like, dude. That would be interesting. Yeah. You know, because you want to talk about polar opposites, dude. Like Yoshi P and Tetsuya Nomura couldn't be further from each other in terms like Yoshi P
is who y'all think Tetsuya Nomura is.
Exactly. That's it. That is it, man. Like that is the truth, bro. That is the fucking truth. Because this is what's going to happen, man. Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to come out. It's probably going to be great. It's probably going to be really good. There's going to be so many questions. None of them are going to be answered. So there's going to be no payoffs that like annoy us because, you know, that's the way it works. They're just probably starting a new trilogy, right? So Kingdom Hearts 4, Kingdom Hearts 5 even probably maybe even be really good too. And then Kingdom Hearts 6. There's probably going to be a giant wait for that game, just like there was for Kingdom Hearts 3. That's my expectation, because he's going to build hype with the first 2 games, which are going to come out in quick succession. I think they're going to come out within a few years of each other. Mm-hmm. And then he's going to build these new layers of the story on top of each other and all these other games. I think he's going to do the same shit again. Like, I really believe that. Like, I really, really believe that. You know what would be the ultimate Tetsuya Nomura thing to do, though? Is to make Kingdom Hearts 4 and 5 and then have a trilogy plan for 6, and then he retires before he makes 6.
Ooh, do you know? Oh my God. Do you know how mad people would be? And you know, like this is like Kingdom Hearts 6 now, so we're like 50 years old at this point. Yeah. I would be laughing it up. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm 50 years old, you know, with my wife somewhere in Hawaii chilling, and I'm like, ha! And she's like, what's wrong? I'm like, Kingdom Hearts fans are bad. You're still following that game after like 25 years, Montrell? Really? You're
more 50. Than that, dude. Like 40 years at that point? It will be 40 years, dude. Oh my God, dude. Oh, that's depressing. Oh no. Oh man.
But getting to the actual game itself, what we just described is it. Like, he woke up, he looks more realistic, he looks more Final Fantasy art than Disney. Obviously Goofy and Donald are still there, and they showed, I don't even know why they did this. At the end of the trailer, they showed a blue flame and then a red flame. We obviously know it's fucking Hades. Like, come on. Like,
I know. Come on, dude. Like, I know. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. Like, could they be more obvious? I don't.
Think so, and then in the trailer they showed, you know, a fucking what do you call those fucking machines in Star Wars? Fucking machines in Star Wars. I can't remember the name.
Oh, ATSTs.
Yeah, the ATSTs. They showed the foot.
Yeah, somebody found a foot. Oh my God.
Yeah, so he finally got his wish. You know what my big brain theory is? So I think it's known that like Nomura's always been a fan of Star Wars, and that's obvious fucking right? Like,
yeah, I mean, Kingdom Hearts is Star Wars. Like, it is light side, dark side. Like, come on, guys.
Like he couldn't be so much further. Like, if he wanted to do the rule of 2, he would have done the rule of 2. But he did like the rule of 13 or some bullshit like that.
Yeah,
right?
the rule of 13. Well, dude, did you see? I mean, in the trailer, those fucking stupid hood hooded motherfuckers are back. Like how often are you gonna use those hoods? Where are people getting these fucking trench coats with hoods? Like is there
Bro,
is there like a in the middle of the multiverse of Kingdom Hearts? There's like a guy who runs a shop and all he sells are different sizes of those hooded trench coats. Like, come on,
I am
man.
tired of that shit. Like, I am tired of that shit. We saw this before. We know what the use of the hood is to travel, is to traverse through the darkness. It protects you from that. And bro, we've been through the darkness, bro. Like, I don't understand where else is there to go?
Right.
Where else?
Well, we're
We've
going to
been
the
through
real
the
world
darkness.
now, man. Like,
I mean, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Like,
somebody said Sora aged so much in the course of 7 days because
he had to pay taxes.
Yeah.
And then I watched someone's hot take, right, about Star Wars, and it was like, see, this is how, okay, I can't believe I'm a Kingdom Hearts fan, bro. This is how crazy y'all are, or we are, because I'm in the community too, and Justin, whether you like it or not,
So am I. I know. I'm talking a lot of shit.
This is how fucking dumb we are, right? He was like, I don't understand how Star Wars world work in Kingdom Hearts. Whereas Star Wars, it has plenty of different universe or plenty of different planets within the universe.
Mm-hmm.
How would the gummy ship work? How would they go to the Star Wars universe and travel to different planets? And I'm like, are you being serious, or are you? He was like dead serious, arguing with everybody. Everybody's like, they can just make a world within the world, like they literally did that with the Toy Story. I mean, they can make a little mini open world like they did with the Pirates of the Caribbean. Instead of you going to different islands, you're going to different little worlds.
Bro, there's gonna be a gummy ship dogfight section of the game, like where you're fighting X-wings or fucking TIE fighters or whatever the fuck. Like,
yeah, like,
that's coming. Come on.
Like, I don't understand where this, like, I didn't even have to use my brain, my creative brain, to understand how they can make Kingdom Hearts work with fucking, bro, Xemnas, I think. That's the one with the lightsabers, right?
Yeah.
He has fucking lights.
In Kingdom Hearts 2, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my, bro. So he has lightsabers in his hands. He has gold eyes. What happens when you turn into a Sith? Your eyes turn fucking yellow or gold or red.
Mm-hmm.
He has white hair. Like, he has a hood that looks like a Sith hood. I mean, Organization 13 is just the Sith, y'all. Come on, man. Like, this is not hard.
Right. Well, no, they're not the Sith, man. Xehanort's the Sith. Organization 13 are like the gray Jedi in the middle, right? Like,
yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah. So, I mean, the concepts are there. I honestly, bro, I'm like, Disney wrote the fuck out. Like, I just don't care. Like, at this point, maybe the reason he's
my
going real.
expectation is like, what movies are they going to be trying to advertise for in Kingdom Hearts 4? Like, that's my expectation.
Yeah. And my thing is this: I think what they're gonna do now, since they're in the real world, quote unquote, it's all Marvel Cinematic shit now. Ugh. Like, we're gonna get the Avengers, we're gonna get all that shit, bro. Yeah, yep. Captain America rolling up. Sora, the darkness is coming.
Gosh, Cap! Oh, how are we gonna defeat Thanos? Like, oh no, dude. Look what he's done to us, man. Look what Nomura's done to us. Look what we're doing. This is
You can't defeat us, Thanos. We got the power to win.
Oh my god, dude. We're sitting here laughing right now. We're laughing our asses off. But dude, people are gonna laugh it up, dude. Like, they're gonna love it every second of it, man. Sora and Captain America are gonna become best bros, dude. Like, literally.
Oh my
best
god,
bros.
He's gonna tell him how to find his heart again. I think he lost it for like the 7th time, bro. Oh my god, bro.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh my! They're gonna have like a Spider-Man storyline where he turns it's like he gets taken over by Venom, and that's the darkness. Venom is the
That's
darkness.
Thanos is gonna get the Infinity Gauntlet and use it to open a portal so Sora can get back to his world.
Yes. Yes, bro.
Oh my god, man.
Oh god! I can't believe we just predicted. Watch this shit happen. If this shit happens, I'm gonna come right back to this episode, and I'll be like, "Yo, listen to this podcast so you didn't predict all this shit." Oh
Dude,
my god!
if Goofy is talking to Captain America, dude, I'm gonna lose it, man. I'm gonna lose it, bro. Like, or fucking Donald. Oh my god, man. I wish I could do a Donald impression. I'm not.
Yeah, I can't do it.
I'm not gonna attempt it. But...
I can't do a good Donald impression, but I can do a good Mickey Mouse. I can't do Goofy that well, but Mickey Mouse is my shit. I can do that. But yeah, man, that shit would be fucking hilarious, bro.
Yeah,
oh my god, bro.
Yeah.
And then there's not gonna be any Final Fantasy characters. It's just
they're gonna tease.
I honestly,
they're gonna tease like one, dude. You know,
I honestly think Kingdom Hearts now doesn't need Disney like characters anymore. I know it's a Disney property. I think it's still like split ownership between Disney and Square Enix, the weird relationship or whatever. I honestly think at this point though, they don't need Disney. It's its own IP. Like they don't need it anymore.
That would be my preference. I just don't know what the Disney Worlds add to the game series anymore. Like
we saw that Kingdom Hearts 3 was a clear cry for help. You know what? That's what I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. I think the more this is really big brain. I think the more was like, I'm gonna make this shit so fucking bad with the Disney Worlds that people are gonna see that we don't need the Disney Worlds, and it totally backfired on them because the fans were like, "Yo, Kingdom Hearts 3 is the greatest shit ever." He's like, "Oh my fucking god, y'all serious? I literally made a story where the Disney Worlds had nothing to do with the main plot. Sora just got laughed at and said, "Ha, fuck off," and then here's a fucking monster.
We made we made Frozen and didn't and literally made the main villain from Frozen a silhouette.
Didn't even talk.
He never spoke.
Not like
dude, never spoke a line in the game. Like, how do y'all defend that? I don't understand it, dude. I can't wrap my head around it, dude. I can't. The Frozen world is one of the most egregious things I've ever seen in a game. Like, bro, the shit with Olaf, fucking Elsa singing the Frozen song in full. They fully recreate the fucking scene in the game. Like, what are we talking? The villain doesn't talk. Like, what the fuck?
Oh my god, bro.
Dude,
I think we only fought 2 Disney villains.
I need to
go. We fought the Titans. We fought the Titans in Olympus.
Yep. And then what's his name?
And then Davy Jones.
That's it. Yeah.
Davy Jones. Yep. That was it.
Yeah, because the villain of Frozen turned into a heartless wolf. Like, like what the fuck, man?
I honestly think to this day, no one every Kingdom Hearts, why not Kingdom Hearts is bad. Like I watched a 5-hour analysis video on Kingdom Hearts, and it was a really good one. It had 300,000 views or some shit. I watched it because I was at work and I was traveling back and forth between cities and stuff.
Yeah.
And not one time did he mention how he mentioned. I think there was an alternate storyline for Elsa. I really think because he mentioned it that Elsa actually was kind of controlling the Heartless for a minute. I think the storyline was Elsa was going to be a Heartless, or she controlled the Heartless. You fought her and you freed her heart from the Heartless.
Absolutely.
I think that was.
You know how much better of a story that would have been, in game.
Oh my god, that would have because they never did that with the princess.
No,
that would have been so fucking cool.
Absolutely. That would have been really cool. I genuinely think that would have been really cool. But no, they just decided to retell Frozen in a flash, a Cliff Notes form, and Jesus, man. I'm sitting here thinking about I kind of want to play the game again, with Remind. I never went back and played Remind.
Bro, it okay. So this is why I got so much. This is why I got so heated with Remind and people who act like Remind saved the fucking game. It doesn't. It explains the plot holes that are in the last 5 hours of the game. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it
Yeah.
does. It actually expounds upon it a lot because I forgot because I was watching that 5 hour video. He went through a lot, and I was like, wow, I forgot how much it actually explained what the fuck happened in that like 5 seconds of between the Donald Mega Flare or Zeta Flare and Sora coming back and shit like
time,
that. Yeah. A lot actually happens,
and all
but
the
it's
union,
like
all the Union Cross players came in and saved the day.
Oh, man, bro, and that's what makes it so fucking crazy, right? Just think if the game was actually good, how much more satisfying that scene would have been.
Mm-hmm.
That scene would have been so cool, like just seeing all the Union Cross players and shit like that. That scene would have been cool to me. I think that's still one of the coolest scenes, but it just has no oomph. It's just wasted because then you know what? After that scene, the fucking tornado comes back again.
Yeah.
Oh well, like
right. I don't even remember what happens after
that. Oh my god. And then the frozen world, you make it through this long ass labyrinth. That's like, I swear, it's like worse than
That's right.
You make it through like the worst version of the Zelda water temple.
Yeah.
You make it through this shit. And you get to the top of the mountain, and they say, "No, fuck you. We're gonna push you back down to the bottom of the mountain. You gotta make yourself back up."
Oh my god, I remember that. Dude, that whole world was such an insult. It was just a waste of your time. Like, they're literally just they just made gameplay sections to fill time. Like,
bro,
it's so
they had
bad.
to just break this shit up. It's almost like I was playing, like they were making the game as I played it. Like, that's how I felt.
I mean, are we crazy? Like, I feel like we're the only ones that talk about this shit. Like, I never hear anyone talk about this shit in relation to Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, I don't understand it. How are we the only ones that see it? Like how?
And I'm not even trying to be like narcissistic or anything. I don't think we're narcissistic. I don't think we're like, full of ourselves or anything. I don't think we're elite gamers.
Yeah.
Everyone who played Kingdom Hearts, they're disappointed in it, but they aren't disappointed in it the way I'm disappointed in it. And I asked them why they're disappointed, and they're like, I just don't know. Like, the story was ass or whatever,
They can't identify
that's true.
it, yeah.
They can't identify it.
Yeah.
And immediately after I beat the game, I knew what the problem was. The Disney World sucked. They had nothing to do with the story. Why are we going there? And people were saying, like, well, it's always been a formula. Why did Sora Sora unlocked all the keyholes in Kingdom Hearts 2 and nothing happened. At the end of the game, like, it was pointless at the end of the game or whatever. And yes, you're kind of right. But each world had a plot, and I fought Scar, bro. Like, I fought Scar.
It tied into the main story a lot of the time still anyways, right? A lot of those arcs.
They tied into the Disney story too.
Yes.
Like, you were playing the Disney game or like the movie or whatever.
But it was like, it wasn't like a horrible rendition of it the way it was with Frozen, where like voice actors are missing and characters don't talk.
Oh my god. Yeah, it was then Pirates of the Caribbean, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It just I don't know.
Big Hero 6.
Dude, it's just a lot of bloat. Like, that whole game is just bloated Disney worlds that aren't fun to play for the most part. That's my take on that whole game. But okay, we've gotten really sidetracked on this. Like, we've been talking about Kingdom Hearts 3 for like 20 minutes.
So Kingdom Hearts 4 though.
Kingdom Hearts 4, yeah.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 4. I don't know where they're gonna go with this story, bro. I am hoping and praying. But you know what? I think they got away with it with Kingdom Hearts 2. And they did the same thing in Kingdom Hearts 3. But it was just there was more to a lesser extent. And I'm hoping, and I'm praying, bro. I'm praying they learn their lesson from Kingdom Hearts 3. Bro, please just give us the full game, the critical mode, and all the little data fights and all that shit like that. Just give us a full fucking game, bro. Please don't do this, which y'all did in 3. Like, that's all I'm asking for.
I don't think you're gonna get that.
I know
It's like
I'm not,
Monster
but
Hunter, dude. Like it's a formula now.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Like they make a game that everybody thinks is good, and then they release a final mix version that makes the game better, and everybody buys the game twice.
I'm just gonna wait. I'm really gonna discipline myself, like I am gonna do with the next Monster Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna discipline myself. I'm just gonna fucking wait.
Well, I mean,
Just gonna wait.
truly, in this case, right? This is the beginning of a new trilogy. I don't really care that much. I may do what you're saying, like just wait a year until they come out with the final mix version or whatever it is,
Yeah,
DLC or whatever. Because yeah, I just like I don't find myself compelled. Like I'm not interested by the situation Sora's in. I'm like, okay, great. You're gonna spend 3 hours in this world running around. You don't know anything. You don't know where Goofy and Donald are. Blah, 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 blah. And then
well,
all of a sudden,
we gotta listen to like the how do I say this without being like offensive? Like you gotta listen to like the soft homosexual vibes between him and Riku all over again, and then there's like a third one, like the other guy, the Baron Wex guy,
whatever.
yeah, Yazora. You gotta listen to this like homoerotic like I'm gonna save you, Sora, bro. Just fuck him, please. Just fuck him. I don't even care at this point.
You can go get a hotel room too. Like, just do it,
like
man.
it's acceptable now. Just fuck him. Like, please, just do it, please. Like, I'm tired of it now, bro. I'm tired of it. Yeah. Like, Kyrie's obviously in love with Axel. We're not gonna get a Sora love arc because he disappeared when he tried to kiss her. He gave her the yum fruit or the yum fruit or the star fruit or whatever, which is basically like having sex in Kingdom Hearts.
Yum fruit.
Yeah. The little star fruit. I forgot what it's called. I get that confused with like I think it's like Crash. I think they call it like the yum fruit or some shit like that. Or no, that's actually One Piece. It's called yum fruit or some dumb shit like that. Anyway,
it is. Yeah.
But he shared the fruit with Kyrie, which is pretty much you just had sex with Kyrie in Kingdom Hearts. So I don't know where the story. And then we got some other girl that he wakes up next to, and it's like, who are you? Like Nominate 2.0? Like, who are you, bro? And it's like, I just don't care anymore, bro. I just don't care.
Yeah, right. How many mysterious girls can he make in Kingdom Hearts?
How many mysterious guys can you make?
I know.
How many guys
like,
can you just like?
So edgy and mysterious. Yeah, dude. It's just like,
it's so 2000s in one, bro. We're over the edge phase.
You know what the thing about it is, though? This is the thing that kills me, right? Is that this was supposed to be we were supposed to be done with Sora, you know, like at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, which is another reason that game pissed me off because it was very clear by the ending that, you know, we weren't done with Sora. But but the thing for me is like if this new series focused on Riku, I'm in. You got me, bro. I love Riku. He's an amazing character. I fucking love Riku, okay? Like, Kingdom Hearts is lesser because it does not focus on Riku enough. Like, straight up.
I feel like they made Riku dumb in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Dude!
He was so smart in all the other Kingdom Hearts games.
Remember how we were talking about that game? How annoyed I was that Sora had to save everyone all the time. Riku, Mickey, fucking Aqua, like all these characters. He's the one that saves the day all the time. Like it's main character syndrome, you know, like no one else has the agency to do anything, you know. It's fucking so annoying, you know. And that's my problem. It's like, yeah, like Riku, dude, in Dream Drop Distance, Riku's the protagonist of Dream Drop Distance. And that game's really good. You know, like that game is really good as a result. And I kind of wish we get more of him. I really do. Like, I think he's the better character at this point. I'm sorry. I just do. So
I thought Sora had the potential, and maybe he reaches that potential in Kingdom Hearts 4. Maybe it's an Attack on Titan situation where, like the last season, Eren Yeager's finally a good MC. Debate me all y'all want to. He was terrible the first 3 seasons. Fucking ass.
Sora turns on everyone. He is the master of masters, and he's actually evil from the future, bro. He ends up deciding that everyone needs to die. That would be incredible, actually. Oh my god. That would be awesome, dude. Oh man, do it.
That's why I thought he was the master of masters. I thought Sora was like, yo, this is like...
You're getting me more excited about that idea.
I don't think he is, though. That's too obvious. That's too good of writing from Nomura. That's giving him too much fucking credit.
Yeah, the idea that he planned this out from like Kingdom Hearts 1, dude. Like, come on, guys. Like,
I can let him slip with that, and I can see like him doing a storyboard after Kingdom Hearts 1, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
Kingdom
dude,
Hearts
think
4,
about
though.
this. Think about this though. You know the brown robed individual like that Sora meets at the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 1 when he gets sucked into to Traverse Town or whatever.
Yeah,
For the
don't
first
they
time.
reveal who that is?
That's young Xehanort.
Oh my
We don't
fucking
learn
God.
that.
Are you
We
serious?
don't. I don't believe we learn that until Dream Drop. I think. I'm pretty sure. Like that. Literally, that character was unknown for that long.
Are you fucking kidding
The
me?
assumption I think was that it was Ansem, but it wasn't. Like it wasn't Ansem. Like it was so 5D chess that it was like young Xehanort. It was young Xehanort coming into the future to manipulate time in such a way that Sora ended up getting the Keyblade, and all the events happened in the way that they happened. Like fucking God, dude. I'm pretty sure that's who it was.
He can't do this, man. He can't do this. He can't get away with this shit. It's like that meme, the Breaking Bad meme, where Jesse's like, he can't keep getting away with this. He can't, bro. He can't.
Yes, he can, dude. Yes, he
No,
can.
bro.
He can't do
He
any
cannot do
wrong,
this
man.
again.
We're the only one. Nobody listens to us, dude. Like
he cannot do this again. I can't believe it's working because I just remembered the 2 fucking musical games that came out. There's 2 of them. You know that, right?
Yep. I can't believe Disney's party to this too. Then again, they make Star Wars. So what am I talking about? Never mind.
They're making money off this, bro. They don't fucking care.
I
can't believe the fans
they sold their soul. They sold their souls a long time ago. Yeah, true. True.
I can't believe the fans are falling for this again, bro. I can't believe it. The only difference is we don't have 5 different fucking mobile devices to play the games on anymore. Thank God. I mean, that's a bad thing, but it's a good thing as well. Because we don't have a PSP anymore. We don't have a PS Vita anymore. We don't have
we have
Game
Steam
Boy
Deck.
Advance.
We have Steam Deck.
Don't do that. Don't say it. Oh, and Kingdom Hearts is on PC now.
We got Switch. I mean, he's got places to go. He can make a mobile game. He is making a mobile game.
Justin, stop. Come on, he can't keep getting away with this.
Bro,
I cannot allow this.
He's gone. Like, he's gone. No one's catching him, dude. Like, he's long gone, dude. Like, nobody's catching him.
He cannot.
We have to ban this topic on the show, by the way. Like, we can't talk about Kingdom Hearts, man. Like, this is awful. We've been going for what, like 45 minutes?
Because he's getting away with it. And no one sees it.
It's an outrage.
He's doing it with Final Fantasy VII, and no one sees it. I saw it when I saw the time.
Remember the end of that game when we did the review of that game, and we were like, y'all, the end of this game, dude. No more he's Kingdom Hearts in your game, y'all. Like he's gonna Kingdom Hearts your game. Don't get too sucked in. Don't get too sucked in.
Y'all not safe. My fear for Kingdom Hearts 4, bro. He's gonna come out with Kingdom Hearts 4. I'm being generous too, bro. He comes out with Kingdom Hearts 4, right? Mm-hmm. It's like good, right? He comes out with it in 2024. I'm being very generous. 2024, he comes out with this game.
Yeah.
And it's popular or whatever. I mean, obviously. And then it's Kingdom Hearts 4.2, 4.3, 4.4. We don't get 5 until like 2025. 2026. And then he's just making side games. Another musical game. Mm-hmm. A fucking card game. Mm-hmm. A Hearthstone game. Hearthstone card game. Like.
Hey, man, if I get a Kingdom Hearts Tactics game out of all this, I'll take it.
Oh, my God. That's going to be lore. Yo, I'm surprised.
I'll take it. I'll be the expert on that game.
I'm surprised they didn't do a Kingdom Hearts cart game and make that lore. I'm dead ass surprised they didn't do that yet.
I mean, they kind of did. Like, Chain of Memories was that, right? Sort of.
No, not the cart. A cart game, like a
Mario Kart. I see.
Yeah,
kart racer. Okay.
Yeah, but as far as the actual,
they're saving it for a rainy day, dude. They're saving it.
Yeah,
trust me. This is when that's when Square gets truly desperate.
I don't know, man. I mean, we're staying on topic because it is Kingdom Hearts 4. I want the fans to do better. This is not even his fault anymore. It's our fault.
We
It's
are
y'all's fault, bro.
responsible. I mean,
We are
it is
responsible.
true at
We
a certain
create
point.
we created this monster.
Yeah.
Like after I feel like after 2 we should have been done. Yeah, I'm going back that far. After 2 we should have been
No,
like, all
that
right,
was
bro.
that's why I brought up 2, because like he showed his colors back then, dude. Like with this, dude, you all remember 2, okay? Like 2, I don't understand why there's these like rose tinted glasses around 2. Like people were pissed. 2 was not well received initially. Like that
No, it
game,
wasn't.
the
I actually
game.
hated 2.
Dude, the
I
beginning
hated
of the
2.
game in Twilight Town or whatever the fuck it was called, like everyone hated it because no one understood what the fuck was going on. Who's Roxas? Why is Sora have a nobody? What is a nobody? Nobody understood.
Why is he
any
locked
of
in
it.
this flower egg?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Who the fuck is Naminé? Who is Axel? Who are these guys? Like, what is this shit? And it was all in Chain of Memories in a game that didn't come out yet. Like, it was all in those games. Like,
and then you saw Organization 13. It was like 7 of the motherfuckers. And you're like, where everybody?
Why there are only 7 of these motherfuckers, dude? Like, can they not count? Like, that was, dude. It's just like I'm sorry, but like it's, dude. It's like we have to be honest with ourselves. It's just like it's been there the whole time, guys. Like this has been there the whole time. You know, like this.
It's just not a good franchise. I'm sorry, like
we can enjoy it. We can enjoy it. We can like it. I still enjoy Kingdom Hearts. I'll play the series again someday and still have fun. But
yes, but it's not a good franchise.
Yeah,
like it's not.
It's not that.
We
amazing.
have to admit that, and I've come to terms with that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? It changed the industry as far as like as far as JRPG action combat goes. Kind of changed the industry in that way. But bro,
Did you see Nomura? He had a quote because somebody asked him about Virum Rex, the fake game within Toy Story's world or whatever, which is the world Sora's in now, I guess. And people asked him like, are you gonna make that game? And he said something along the lines of like, oh yeah, I had a choice, you know, it was either make Kingdom Hearts 4 or make a Virum Rex game, and I chose Kingdom Hearts 4. And I'm like, bro, like, are you really so pretentious into yourself to think that people actually wanted a Virum Rex game? You know what, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people would have eaten it up, but the idea that we would have had to wait for Kingdom Hearts 4 for that for him to make
you know
a
what?
game,
I would have been one of those people. You know why? Because fuck Final Fantasy 15.
Mm-hmm.
We lost 13 to get 15, and it wasn't a good sacrifice. It wasn't a good sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Virum Rex, and like the trailer's like, holy shit, this game was good as fuck. Whoa, what is this? And it's like, oh, it's supposed to be Versus 13, but Final Fantasy 15 came out, the better game. No, it's not. Don't lie to me.
Well, also,
so I'm mad about that.
Speaking of Versus 13, the trailer for this had the fucking scene where you're sliding through the skyscraper as it's falling or whatever. The same shit that Versus 13 had in its trailer.
Yep, it had the car scene where Noxus is falling asleep, but it was Yuzura or whatever his name is, Yuzura, whatever the fuck his name is, Yorosa.
Yorosa.
Yeah. So I think in the front seat, wasn't that? No, it wasn't Ignis. I was like, wasn't that Ignis in the front seat? But I don't think that was. I think that was Luxor in the front seat. But yeah, man. And you know what? Ooh, bro, he's gonna do this shit too with Kingdom Hearts 4. All that shit that we saw at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3 is not even gonna be in Kingdom Hearts 4. Bet $10. That shit's not even gonna be mentioned till like the end of the game. And then it's gonna be another game. Oh, you gotta play fucking Kingdom Hearts Virum Rexes to play, to understand that part of the storyline. Only available on the Switch. And it's like, bro, what? I gotta buy a Switch now to play it?
Kingdom Hearts, like Chain of Regrets or something.
Chain of Regrets.
It follows Marluxia throughout the entirety of the Kingdom Hearts timeline. What he was
Oh
doing the
my
whole time.
god, he has nothing to do with the main story at all.
Yeah,
It's like one
no,
little part.
he was there for many of the key events, but he was hiding in the background, in the shadows, doing
I fucking
something
hate
really
that trope.
important to enable Sora, to complete his goals.
I hate that trope so much. I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. I can't. Kingdom Hearts 4, y'all. Look out for it. Look out for it.
Montrell, we're doing it, man.
I mean, yeah, you're right. I'm gonna buy the
We're gonna
game,
play
but I'm
it.
not. I can't buy it when it first comes out. If it doesn't have a critical mode when it first come out, I just can't do it, bro. I can't.
Yeah. I don't know. It makes me wonder. I'm almost tempted to abstain, but there's just something there's something about Kingdom Hearts gameplay that I can't let go of, Like
It's a satisfying gameplay. It's really satisfying.
It's really satisfying, yeah. Even though Kingdom Hearts 3 wasn't, it's still there,
Mm-hmm.
Man.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, we're all simps for Kingdom Hearts.
It happens, man. It happens.
All right. I think we've talked enough about this game.
Yep.
You'll hear more of our thoughts as we get trailers and when the game comes out and we play it. And I'm sure you're all looking forward to that. The 3-hour podcast you're gonna get.
I'm not doing a 3-hour podcast when that game's going on, bro.
You say
I'm
that,
saying,
Mantra. We came into this podcast thinking we would get this done in an hour, and we were on track for that. And then we started talking about Kingdom Hearts, and here we are at an hour and 36 minutes.
Like, that franchise fucking sucks. Jesus. Jesus. It sucks so bad. I hate it.
They have us so hard, dude. We're so defiant, but at the same time, we're literally here talking about it for nearly an hour. Like,
because we love it. We know it can be so much better.
I know. I do love it. I wish it could be better. I wish it was better. I want it to be better.
We just need, you know what? We need like a new fresh face. Like, we don't need Nomura. Nomura can go to fucking Final Fantasy VII.
That's what I'm saying, man. Yoshi P, come on, dude. I'm sure Yoshi P could make an amazing Kingdom Hearts.
He's on 16, right? He's on 16, right?
That game is gonna be so good. I'm saying it right now. That's my prediction. I really think that game is gonna be incredible.
He builds fucking worlds, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man.
Well, that's the thing about Kingdom Hearts, dude. This is my thing about Kingdom Hearts too. Is like think about the lore of Kingdom Hearts prior to Birth by Sleep. Like there was no inclination of any lore at all. And even if you think about it, outside of like Union Cross, there's really not that much world building that's happened. Like we don't know a lot of the major events in this world. It's like
Well, it's there. It's just like. For you, Birth by Sleep, right? Was that the one with the trailer where they showed the three of them meet in the Keyblade graveyard?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that, and this is like early YouTube, like 2007, and it was like Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer. I was like, oh my god, crazy.
Dude! You know how many times I watched that trailer, dude? Like as a kid when I was younger, I was obsessed with that fucking secret movie, dude. Like because it looked so cool. I was so into who are these people in this armor? Why are there 3 people with keyblades? What is with this fucking giant battlefield with all these keyblades in the ground? I was so fucking excited, dude.
And the simple fact they put all that lore in the fucking mobile game. We didn't even see the Keyblade War. Like we didn't see how everyone just fucking died. They had it. They just hid it behind like mobile game lore.
Yeah, it's in Union Cross, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, I don't think they fought a huge war though, did they?
Or actually, there's a browser-based Kingdom Hearts game as well that has some of this lore too.
Okay, yeah, I'm done talking about it. Okay, that just pissed me the fuck off.
All right, okay, we're done. We're officially done. All right, guys. So we're gonna wrap it up here. If you like this episode, please like the episode, review the show, and subscribe to the show and share it with your friends. If you want to hear more of our Kingdom Hearts takes, I know you love it.
Browser-based game, bro. What the fuck? Oh.
If you'd like to interact with us on Twitter and tell us how wrong we are about Kingdom Hearts, you can do so at iTrap for the Hokage for Montrell. That is the number 4, not the word. I'm at Thundernet01, and the show is at The Player's Take. And if you'd like to send us questions, you can do so on Twitter, or you can send us an email to theplayerstake01@gmail.com. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Next week, we'll hopefully not be talking about Kingdom Hearts at all. So we hope you enjoyed this. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.